Well, we're starting Sunday night, April 6th, off like the Doug Bed Show with buffering. That was kind of interesting. Not sure why that happened. According to OBS, I have 000 drop frames, and I don't know. John Williams joins us over in the chat with a speaker bot right off the top. And let me verify I have audio real quick.
You got quite a little lag between Zoom and the stream.
John Williams joins us over in the chat with right off the top. And let me verify I have audio real quick.
You got quite a little.
Yeah, I just verified audio. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. According to everything here, I'm broadcasting at 72 kilobits per second. I have no drop frames. I don't know what it is. Internet's strong, so who knows? Probably not going to be here very long anyway. Let's look at the chat real quick. Tony Wallow was first. Ava Nation Official was second. Thumbs up given. Cool. Greg Guy was third. Tony, Ava, Greg. That's three. But Greg's mine. He's second. He's having pork roast with potatoes, onions. That sounds actually very good. Rick Lake says hello. Ghetto Fortnite said hi at 9:07. Jeff liked the trailer. Chris wants to know if BR549 is Jenny's grandmother's number. Good one, Chris. Might be. You never know. Never know. Kind of a interesting day today. Spent most of it on Zoom. Brian sent a pretty good link to all of us with a different take on who's on first. It's with Johnny Carson. I probably will try to reduce it and run it tomorrow night as a trailer. It's like 3 minutes and 48 seconds long. It's a tad over the 3 minute allotment. You know what? I may just try to upload it at 3:48 and see if that's going to work or not. I don't know. I loaded one the other day that was like 3:02 and it went through, so maybe I'll push the limits and see what I can get away with. UConn won the national championship, as I predicted last night. Brian got a chuckle out of that. He said, "Oh, sure they did. I have showing. It was actually over. UConn actually annihilated South Carolina again. 82-59, I think, was the final score. So, what's that, 23 points? Forgot to introduce the homies, Bill, Rich, Greg, Jeff, Darren, and Chris Garrett with Max. Hello, boys, girls, gentlemen.
Hello.
Are you still watching Ghetto play his fishing game, Bill?
Going back and forth.
John Williams said go Gators.
I think Florida's going to win it. That was my pick last night. And I'm gonna stick with it. Now that brings up an interesting conundrum for tomorrow night. I may try to watch the championship game, and it probably is not going to start until 9:06 or thereabout. I don't know. Let me go look it up. I was shocked at how early tonight's women's game started. In case you did not know it, Dennis the Menace passed away today. He was 73 years old.
Jay North.
Jay North, yep. Yep. I didn't realize he was that old.
Elton John did a 90-minute special on TV.
Yeah, do you know the girl he did it with? Brenda Carlisle, what she's from?
Brandy Carlisle, yeah.
Brenda or Brandy?
Brandy.
No.
We still got Josh the Menace and Alex the Menace.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, the championship game is scheduled to start at 8:50 p.m. Is that Eastern Standard, Eastern Daylight, or is that because it's in San Antonio? So is that going to be their 8:40 their time, which would be, or 8:50 their time? That'd be 9:50 our time. That would be not good. Surely to goodness that's going to be on Eastern time, I would think. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll play it by ear. I may do what I did today and put the game on and listen to it in there go from there. Went shopping today at a new grocery store my brother recommended. Not Walmart. Didn't go to Walmart. I went to an actual I went to a true, what used to be a true grocery store, but now it's just Walmart with the pricier name. It's called Myers. And I spent $9 more than I spent at Walmart last week or 2 weeks ago when I went shopping. But I think I got
It's
better food and better quality food this time around. Go ahead, Chris.
John Williams said
Myers. I've
subscribe,
heard of that.
subscribe.
Meijers, I think is how
Yeah.
it's written. Right. Brenda Carlisle is from the Go-Go's. I don't know who Brandy Carlisle is. I've never heard of Brandy. I thought it was Brenda, but I'm probably gonna watch some of it from Las Vegas.
It wasn't as good as the shows years ago were.
I can imagine.
Well, I got the screen pulled up for the final game that says 5:50 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time.
John
Which makes
Williams,
the
it is
8:50
currently
time
41.9 degrees
Eastern, okay.
Fahrenheit,
Yep, that would be
5.5
right.
degrees Celsius, and clear in
Yeah.
Madison, Wisconsin.
She is an American singer, songwriter, producer, activist who blends folk, rock, country, and Americana music. Maybe she's related to the girl from the Go-Go's. I don't know. Doesn't say anything about her siblings. So, yeah, I can imagine it's probably, I mean, he's kind of on his way out. He's got to be in his late 70s, if not early 80s. She's 43, so she's no spring chicken herself. Yeah, he's 78. Elton John is 78 years old.
What I thought.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought he might have been a little bit older than that.
He said something on an interview that I saw that he said he didn't have much time left.
Huh.
He's pretty much blind at this point, isn't he? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Some interview he gave?
No, that would be
Or is
oh
that the
gosh,
other?
I just read that article the other day. I wanted to say Sting, but oh no, that would be Roger Dalton. Roger, the singer from the
Daltrey.
Who. Who's the singer from the Who?
Roger Daltrey.
Yeah, okay, he is blind, or yeah, he's blind and deaf, but he said he still got his humor because he said I can still sing.
Yeah.
No, I saw that. This was, yeah.
John there's a new speaker bot command, John, if you read the description. Make him go back and read the description. You know, I'll have to have him give me audio or text confirmation that it actually worked or not. Should work. I tested it earlier. The only one I can think of was the one that I read a couple days ago, which was the singer from the Who. Pete
No,
Townsend's gotten old too, though. I mean, everybody's getting old.
I'll have you know I'm getting younger every year.
Yep, we're going to start calling you Benjamin Button.
Right, here it is. I found it. Elton John had an eye infection and it's damaged his eyes. He says, I can see you, but I can't see TV and I can't see well enough to read.
Wow.
I can't see my boys playing rugby and soccer. So he's not completely blind, but his vision's getting worse apparently.
Sounds like he didn't have any far away vision.
So I don't know what the
Long Dog brings up that he saw Daltrey at Indian Wells Tennis Gardens. I know where that's at, which is famous place for tennis. Yep, it's a very famous place for tennis and golf as far as that goes. And Tony tried a WIR. Nope, that's not the new one. I think I put it in there correctly. Let me go double check to make sure that I may. Oops, did I put the
Mm,
um
Still not working.
Nope, that one does not work. Yes, I do have it, and yes, I did put it in correctly in the description.
Hmm.
The new command is in the description for tonight's live stream.
Mm.
Now, I could go test it, but I'm not going to. I tested it out earlier and it worked. I'm gonna refresh. Oh, not I'm not even live now. That's crazy. I don't understand that. Great guy says hello, great guy to himself. Let's refresh, see what we got going on. 11 people are watching and 5 likes. Well, that's good. That's 50%, close enough for me anyway.
Make it 6.
Good. That's great. Really do appreciate that. I picked up a couple subscribers somehow yesterday. I have no idea how that happened. And I did subscribe to the guy from Argentina. Very interesting channel. Had a really good video. I think it was about 2.5, 3 minutes long on from the ground to the air, back to the ground on an airplane flight. I found that to be very interesting. It's been kind of a lazy day. Bill installed DaVinci Resolve 20 and I put it on the laptop and, and it's new.
Oh,
Is that laptop gonna do DaVinci?
It actually was doing all right, Chris. It locked up about, I want to say twice, but I was really pushing it to the limits. There was a couple features I couldn't get to work, but I think that's because I was on that laptop. I'm going to give it another week or two before I put it on. I'll put it on the streamer machine first, and then I will put it on a DaVinci machine once I'm comfortable with how it's working there. There's only about 2 features there that I see that I'm going to like, and one of them is called multi-text. I am going to like the multi-text function. I played around with this afternoon enough to know I'm really going to like that function. And of course, on the laptop, that's the free version, so there's no multi or no magic mask because it's a paid function. So they have magic
You
mask
do a read
2.
chat message and you
Now,
don't
for
hear it,
some
do it
reason,
again.
okay, so there's
Do it again. So over here
DR
on the
and
bottom
EL
of
did
this
not work. I don't, well, okay,
screen down
EL's
here, we see there was an
audio,
error
so I wouldn't
speaking,
hear
error
it.
speaking, error speaking, error speaking, error.
What's the memory on that laptop?
I can't remember. I think 16 gigabyte. It's old.
Well,
It's an older HP.
it should be okay.
I had problems with the graphics that were on it. I had to go back and adjust them to get it to
Yeah,
work.
about how
John and I are working on getting me a Windows 11 compatible, decent 17-inch laptop. Um, I mean, there's a little bit of an urgency, but then again, there's not. Now, exclamation F.
you looking for a laptop?
Yeah, I'm gonna need one because the one I have is not Windows 11 capable. Plus, the battery doesn't work. I'm watching the command bot, the speaker bot's being put in, and I've got GDRELDIF, the DH were the last ones put in, but yet the Ken and Jake thing showed up. All right, I'm going to put it in because obviously nobody can read the description. Here's a new one. It's an audio. Listen. May not have worked. May not have worked. I don't know. I can't hear it because I got it turned off. I will be able to tell you if it worked by looking at OBS to see if it worked. And now I'm being asked for the girls. There, let's try it again.
Mhm.
I don't think it's working.
Mm.
That's crazy. I don't understand how something can work when I test it out.
What is your major malfunction?
DaVinci is not used.
Mm.
No, Long Dog. DaVinci is a video editor. I'm using OBS to broadcast. You're talking two different things there. REL soundbite visible, play for 5 seconds, and then it goes hidden. Go look at this again. Nothing goes away when that soundbite plays because it's a soundbite. There's no stills or videos to it, so it's a soundbite and play in the background. What is this one? I apologize for the silence. I'm looking in OBS. I want to see something here real quick. Thank you, Susanna. Susanna, Origin Proud Single Mother, joins us in chat. Thank you so much. I see that. Huh. I'll tell you why it's not working. Oh, there it is.
What is your major malfunction?
So the soundbite works. I just checked it. Now I'm going to trigger it over here.
What is your
comes
major
on.
malfunction?
Long Dog says something while I'm watching something on another mirrors. I cannot divide it into that. Yeah, it gets. I do that too. I'll put 3 or 4 different videos on that. I'm going to
What is your major malfunction?
All right, it plays when I test it, and I can hear it in my ears. I don't know if it goes out.
I can hear it in my ears.
Sorry about that. I was the echo. I was just verifying that it was working. For some reason, exclamation mark MM, which is set up properly according to what I'm looking at, is not wanting to play. Actually, hang on a minute. I want to check something out here. No, I don't think that's the problem.
John Williams said, Indy, we have a problem.
Yeah. It's kind of what kind of like what's going on right now. Okay, so I want to and I'm determined to fix this. This could go on a while. I think we're being heard back on YouTube now. If someone would like to check that and let me know, I would appreciate it. I'm working on getting this to work because it was requested, and I went and found it, and it worked when I was testing it, but now it doesn't want to work at all. Long Dog says he can hear me. I can't read the rest of it because I have it covered up with Streamer Bot. And we have awkward silence.
That's because I'm having my dessert. The last of my rocky road.
Actually, that sounds pretty good. I did look tonight when I was grocery shopping to see if they had any sugar-free ice cream. They had no sugar added, but it had natural sugars in it. So that was a big no-go. 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 Yep, I don't know what's going on. Yep, I don't know what's going on. Yep, I don't. And I'm the echo. It's weird because when I test it, it works.
What is your major malfunction?
In fact, I think when I test it, it actually goes out over the air. Test it, it actually goes out over the air. Test it, it actually goes out over the air.
What is your major malfunction? What is your major malfunction? What is your major malfunction?
satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honeybees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
All right, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up. That's about 14 minutes of overtime, me trying to figure that out. All the audio is working. I'm going to just completely start that all over again for tomorrow night. I may do an unlisted live stream to verify that it's going to work when I'm streaming. So thank you, everyone on YouTube, for being here. And thank you to the Zoom homies. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. And if you want to join us on Zoom, case.z00m@gmail.com. Have a great night. Let's see if we can figure out how to stop this. I couldn't start it for some reason.